Morning of day 2, and we have a change in weather. It drizzled on and off throughout the night, and just a very light drizzle. And this morning, it's all overcast out here. Hi, Misty. Go right down. Yeah. Just a very light breeze, no wind, which means basically this weather system is going to stay here all day. That means I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. Am I going to go out? Or am I going to stay in? I don't want to get caught in the rain, so it might be a lazy day, hanging out around the campfire and just relaxing and drink some coffee and some tea and all this kind of fun stuff. But if it can clear up, I'll head out. I had to get rigged up this morning, get a fire going. I have a tarp happening over here. I always bring my, I have a military poncho. You know what, let me turn this camera around. So I have a military poncho. I carry it with me everywhere I go. It's a lifesaver when you need it. Because not only does it serve as a poncho, but it makes a good little tarp. Let me back it up here. Packs down relatively small. It's military, so it's not the lightest thing, but it works really, really well. It's designed to be used as a tarp. If you have multiple ponchos, you can snap them together and make a bigger tarp. I love the thing. I use it. And then I threw some if you're wondering, these are just, I threw some green branches underneath here just to puff it up a little bit. Gives it a little bit more, makes it a little bit roomier. So that's what I got for skies. It's drizzling right now. Listen to those loons. Oh, geez. I had a surprise early this morning, about an hour ago. Very faint. The camera would not have picked it up, but very faint. There were some wolves howling in the distance. That was pretty cool. It kind of, when I first heard it, I didn't think it was a wolf, and it was like, because it was so faint, I was like, it must be something else. But then it started up, and yeah, that was pretty cool this morning. Okay, first order of business, I gotta get the coffee going here, and I'll bring it back on later. Give you an update on what my plans are. Maybe I'll just fish on shore over here. That way there, if the rain picks up, I can scoot back under my tarp. Oh, by the way, look at that candle. I burnt that candle last night. It's just a weird candle. That's all it was. But whatever. I used it. It worked. I'll be cleaning that mess up later on, because it did make a big mess on the ground here. I don't like leaving that there. Bring it back on later. A little shot of Panama Jack. My favorite. Now the day can start off right. Okay, why don't you join me for breakfast? Had my coffee. It was very good. And I kept getting smoked out. And finally my brain kicked into gear after having my coffee. And I went and got that piece of plywood that previous campers have left behind, and created a shield, and what a difference. So today on the menu, thick sliced bacon with eggs on an English muffin. I'm going to do things a little bit different today. Usually I cook my bacon first, put it aside. I'm going to cook my bacon last today. Look at that. Nice, eh? I'm going to cook my bacon last, and the reason why is because I'm hoping to catch fish. Whoops. Number one. And if I catch fish, I want to be able to, I want to cook it in the bacon fat. If you've never had fish fried up in bacon grease, you don't know what you're missing. Try it out. It's really good. Especially lake trout, actually. There is a backcountry tip for you right there. Instead of fighting to keep your eggs from breaking when you're out camping, whether you're canoeing or in your truck or whatever, and fighting to keep your eggs from smashing, just mix your eggs at home, put it in a bottle, and forget over easy. Just do your regular omelets and scrambled. Wish you could join me. On the water we go. The weather has not really changed. It improved a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's not drizzling anymore, but it's actually a bit of an improvement. It's not raining, so back on the water we go. I can't stay put. I just can't bring myself to sit at camp and look out in the distance. If it was pouring rain, it'd be a different story, but it's a light breeze. If you look at the skies behind me there, it's way overcast. The ceiling is low, but the winds are mostly west, and generally a west wind. Here in northern Ontario, you get a west wind, the weather usually clears up. It's when you get east winds is when those will bring the rain. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping, very hopeful, things are going to clear up. First fish of day 2 coming in, and it's a bass. I already know it's a bass. It jumped out of the water. Oh, oh, she's a fighter. There you go. There's another jump. Not a huge bass, but man, it's putting up a very respectable fight, I tell you. Come here. Oh, easy, but easy, fella. Still got some spunk. Yeah, all right. Not a huge bass, but it was a lot of fun. It was actually, the fight this guy had was really impressive. So I'm on the shoreline, stretching my legs, and I did catch a keeper fish there now. I didn't get it on film because it was pouring rain and the wind kicked up, but we do have a keeper bass. Where is he? There he is. Nice one. So we got enough for supper with that, so I'm happy about that. But even better, right there, there's some blue skies. So slowly the day's turning around. Sure enough, west winds, they usually blow away storms. So hopefully this will keep up like this, and we'll have some nice sunny afternoon and keep on fishing. First sign that summer's over right there. Come on, sunshine. Oh yeah, more blue skies coming. We'll be all right. Time to clean up these fish. I got 2 keepers. And it's pushing 5 o'clock. I'm glad I had that big breakfast this morning because I needed that energy, because I came back and fighting those high winds all day took a lot out of me. I went and laid down and had a nap for a couple hours, but it's pushing 5 o'clock now. I still want to go out, so I'm gonna go out. I gotta target the other island across the way here. I'm gonna put myself where I'm not going to be in the wind. The winds have just been kicking up and kicking up. It is bringing sunshine. There's no more rain, but it is windy. I'm going to have to make do with working the shoreline across the way, across the other island. I don't want to be paddling into strong winds tonight. What do we got, Misty? Eh, got something. More bass? Yeah, looks that way. Whoa! Oh, no, that's a little pike. Boy, yeah. Maybe a little snot rocket. Oh, he's got a lot of spunk. I'm here. Okay, so we got a beaver house, a dead one, and I never pass up a beaver house. What do you think, Misty? We're gonna pull something out of that? Let's move in a little closer. Oh shit! Boy, I almost lost my rod there. Man, that fish came right up into the top and nailed my lure just as I put my rod down. Oh man, that was a close call. That was an aggressive hit right on top of the water. Okay, let's go back to that beaver house and then we'll drift all the way back to this aggressive fish here, probably a bass. Come on. Man, they're fighters. Can't believe the fight these guys put up. Oh man, he's a fatso. Oh, he's a fatso, this guy. Yeah. Oh, he really swallowed that hook. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's a fat bass right there. Alright. I'm gonna keep this guy. He's a keeper. Still no walleye. So I'm catching a lot of bass to be expected at this point. But I got a passenger that decided she wanted to be a big sucky girl, and she decided she wanted to come join me at the back of the canoe. Hey Misty, you're being a big sucky girl. So I let her jump over and come and join me over here. Hey, big goofus. You want to know what it's like to be at the back? Hey? It's just beautiful out here. Tons of action, but still the pickerel are elusive to me this weekend. I can't believe it. But on a good note, for the first time this weekend, the wind has finally died down. It's calm, and I'm going to get a somewhat of a decent orange sky. Let me see if I can show you. Like that. The sun's going down. I'm gonna have a decent nighttime sky. It's gonna be beautiful. It's been a long day. It really has been. Boy, that's all that paddling, all that heavy wind makes for a hard paddle. But now it's time to eat, and on the menu is going to be fish. Oh, and my fish is going to be, let's not forget, cooked in bacon fat. You smell the smoky bacon in there. Oh, good shot. It fell in the plate. Haha, I win. So day 2 is come to a fitting end. It's beautiful out here. Tomorrow, last day here. Not sure what tomorrow's gonna bring. Not sure if I'm just gonna pack up and go, or if I'm gonna fish for a while and then pack up and go. 7 a.m. and it turned cold out here. I couldn't wait to get this fire going and warm up. Can't lie, I was cold last night. Not freezing cold, but I was cold. First order of business this morning is get coffee happening. It wasn't an enjoyable sleep. All night long, non-stop. I was laying in bed listening to logging operation going on. I don't know where, but somewhere in the distance there's a logging operation going on, and they ran all night non-stop. They had a graveyard shift going, and they never missed a beat. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you can hear the machinery right now. And then I don't know what time I got up, somewhere in the middle of the night. I had to go do a bathroom break, and I stepped out of the tent, and oh my God, I just started a fury with the beavers. I don't know how many beavers are around this area, but I swear to God, it's like the whole this half of the island was surrounded with beavers slapping their tails. Oh, they were not happy with me last night. That went on, I bet you. I bet you it lasted a half an hour, if not more. That slapping of the tail on the water. There was multiple beavers, and they just were not happy with me being here. So between that, being cold, and the logging operation, I had some sleep issues. Even Misty curled up with me at one point. She crawled into the blanket, and I went to bed dressed as well. I got a little bit of a north wind coming in, just a light breeze. Thank God it's just a breeze, because that little breeze is just enough to cool things down. But on a good note, although it's overcast and no rain clouds, so I think today I'm just gonna slowly pack up and do my big breakfast, and I'm not gonna leave here in a hurry, but I think I'm gonna just give up on the fishing, just pack up and just do a leisurely paddle off out of here. Obviously the line gonna be in the water, but I'm not gonna go fiddling around trolling and casting shorelines and stuff like that. You almost ready to go, big girl? Well, there's my campsite. Cleaned up. This campsite is a do again. Even though it's a little bit of a crown, not the best for sleeping. I've had worse, but I've had better. But overall, this little island is a do again. Fire pit ready to go. A little bit of firewood for the next guy that comes in here. No garbage. Well, there's that lawn chair. That old lawn chair down below. I can't take that out. I just don't have room. If I was here with my boat, I'd take that out. Canoe's packed up. Only thing left to do now is jump in it. Come on, Misty. Let's do it. Come on, after you. I made my way back to the river, and I just hit a pocket here, a deep spot in the river, and I just caught 2 bass, and it's just, these things are so aggressive, it's crazy. I'm gonna see if I can catch another one while I'm here. But if you listen to the background, when I turn it, I'll turn the canoe around after, but you can see up on the hill over there, there's a clear cut on the go. The loggers are, oh, no, false alarm. The loggers are working away over there. Ah, the sounds of nature. So beautiful. If you look in the center of the screen, you see a little patch of sand there up in the tree line. That's the clear cut the loggers are working on right now. You can't see the machines, but they're just beyond the shoreline. They're not allowed to log all the way to the water's edge. They have strict regulations they have to follow. That's put in place for the wildlife. Don't want to disrupt spawn beds and moose habitat and all this kind of stuff. This is not the right camera for this kind of video footage, but that's a bald eagle flying around. There's 2 of them flying around over the water here. I've been watching them for about 10 minutes now, and they're pretty cool.
I'm ready to go home. I'm off the water. Misty's all settled in the back seat. And if you're still watching this, hopefully I didn't bore you too much. And if you like what you saw, come back for another visit. Right now I need a 45-minute drive before I can reach cell phone service and call the wife and let her know everything's cool and I'm on my way. For you guys, come back and visit sometime.